Luke, do you want to talk about another MVNO?
Sure.
All right, I'll go today.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile. We've heard of Mint Mobile. I think most people have because of one of their spokespeople
And
or owners.
Yep.
Ryan
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. So tell me, with Mint Mobile, what carrier do they use? What service do they work through?
So they actually use T-Mobile's network.
Okay.
So if you have T-Mobile, you pretty much have the same coverage that you would get with Mint Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something to consider for some people. They may be looking to switch from a tier one provider like T-Mobile, Verizon, AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
There are tons of other options out there to kind of consider. If you're a T-Mobile customer and you have been happy with the service so far, you might consider switching to Mint Mobile, and we'll get into some of the reasons as to why here. So to answer your question, this uses T-Mobile's network.
Great. Can I go to a Mint store?
You cannot.
Okay.
So they are a digital experience only. And for some people, that might be a deal breaker.
Sure.
That might be a case where, I don't know, I like to look people in the eye. I like to have the guy at the store. I like to go in and see Bob because Bob always takes care of me.
Yeah.
There is no retail store experience, but they have an online presence with customer care.
Yeah.
You can chat with people. You can call them. You can, submit tickets and things like that. So you're not completely stuck without help. You just kind of might need to know a thing or two about, getting around a website.
Okay. How about a device? If let's say I'm coming from Verizon, can I use my phone?
You can use your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually go to Mint's website and check. They have a tool that will let you check to see if it is compatible.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually a case of just entering the IMEI or serial number into the tool, and it'll tell you, does it work or not with its network. If you have an unlocked phone, GSM phone, maybe you're already with T-Mobile, that phone will work, especially if it's unlocked, it's been paid for, or you bought it outright. That phone will work generally here in the U.S. because of the GSM technology.
Okay. How about tell me a little bit about the rate plans?
So this is an interesting one. And one of the biggest differences between Mint and some of the other carriers is that their rate plans are kind of incentivized to encourage you to but agree to longer service.
Sure.
So you get a discount if you commit to 6 months of service as opposed to 3 months of service, 12 months of service. So it's basically you're paying like a flat rate and you have that service for, a 3-month window and you get so much data with that. So for roughly $30 a month up to about $60, and this varies based off of how much data you need, you will get a plan that has unlimited talk, unlimited text, and then a set amount of high-speed data. So new customers will find when they go there, they'll see just a list of all these options with these prices. And you can get them for really as low as, I believe, $15 per month.
Yeah.
If you sign up as a new customer.
And you can pay month by month if you want. You don't have to do multiple months.
Yeah. It just kind of, if you prepay and you're committing to a longer period, they'll reward you for that.
Right.
They'll bring that total monthly cost average down.
Okay. Do they have any other special deals?
So new customers tend to get the best deal.
Sure.
To sign up for like the 3-month commitment or 3-month plan, which gives you 4 gigabytes of data per month for $15 a month.
Okay.
So if you spend a lot of your time on Wi-Fi, if you're connected, pretty much everywhere you go, you have some kind of Wi-Fi access. You're not using your data that much.
Right.
That is something to consider, for $15 a month or $45, you're looking at, a lot of people pay more than that for 1 month of service.
Right.
You're getting 3 months of service with unlimited talk, text, and 4 gigabytes of...
With conceivably really no change in the service that you're getting.
Right. Yeah. If you're not some of the smaller details might be international texting and calling, and that varies from carrier to carrier. But here, if you're like a hands off, I'm okay. I don't need my handheld through this. I don't have to call in for very much. this is something, definitely worth considering.
And depending on where you live. So if you're, generally, and I think with most MVNOs, but if you're in a rural area, you're going to have maybe a little bit worse coverage.
Yeah.
But okay. How about with regards to speeds? Do they offer 5G, which is the newest?
They do. So all the plans do allow for 5G connectivity.
Okay.
It's going to be based off of where you are, and it will kind of default to or lean into the strongest signal available.
Okay.
So if not, you'll have at least 4G LTE, which for a lot of people and even T-Mobile, it's very fast.
Yeah.
What one of the big differences are between generally MVNOs and carriers is that the priority of speed and network goes to those tier 1 subscribers. So in times of, weekends, or if you're at an event, like tons of people at a sporting event or a Coachella kind of thing, that network gets congested, it will kind of prioritize those customers first, but it doesn't turn off your data.
Right. You might have maybe a slightly longer load time on something.
Right.
So I guess that brings up to the last question. Do they offer phones to purchase through Mint?
Yes. So if you have your phone, you want to bring it, you can. You can check. But then if you need a new phone, you can also purchase through them. They have quite a decent selection. It continues to grow. And last time I checked, they had a lot of current iPhones and Samsung. You can pre-order the latest Galaxy S phone. A lot of the brands that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
And price points all over. So it's not just the latest and greatest, but something for pretty much any budget.
Awesome. So that is our kind of broad look at Mint Mobile. You can find a lot more information on Mint's site, or even if you check Android Guys, we've done a deep dive on Mint also. But yeah, there's a lot of options out there, and we're kind of doing this series as just a little snapshot of each one to kind of give you a little bit of information if you're searching around trying to find, hey, there's like 30 different places to choose from. Yeah. What's the best one?
This is kind of a nudge in one direction, or to nudge you away from what you might have been thinking about.
All right. Thanks for watching.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast.
Thanks for listening.
We appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, feedback, concerns, comments, anything, shoot us an email at podcast@AndroidGuys.com. We'd love to hear from you one way or the other. Luke, if someone wants to get a hold of you, how do they do that?
I am on Instagram and Twitter at Luke Gaul, Gaul.
And I'm on Instagram at Scott Webster and Twitter as SWebster77. Until next time, thanks for listening.
See ya.